Today we will review 6th grade math lesson 12.2. This lesson will cover how to develop and use the formula for the area of triangles. Here's your I can statement. I can use the area formula for a triangle given either the base and the height, or the area and the height, or the base, and explain it to others. Let's review some vocabulary for today. And if you would like further examples, you can look at your student workbook on the homework section on page 391. So for the vocabulary, I kind of just want to look at the formula for area of a triangle. And the cool thing about this formula is you really already know what it is. You may not know you know it, but I think you do know it. The reason you know this formula already is you know the area of a quadrilateral. So if I look at a square, I know the area is base times height. If I know it, even another quadrilateral would be a rectangle, and I know the area of that is base times height. And I can also see a trapezoid is a quadrilateral with the area of base times height. Well, let me just do a parallelogram here because I don't have enough room, so hold on. I'm going to do parallelogram. So we know these are all quadrilaterals. And how many triangles are in a quadrilateral? Always, you can draw a diagonal line in any quadrilateral and you will get 2 equivalent triangles. So if you know that you can have 2 triangles in a quadrilateral, and I'm trying to figure out just the area of this part, that part would represent 1/2 of the entire quadrilateral. Therefore, the formula of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So I want you to write this down in your vocabulary section. So a triangle here is a polygon with 3 sides and 3 angles. You can find the area of a triangle by multiplying 1/2 by the product of its base, b, and its height, h. So remember, here is your base of your triangle. And we have to remember when we are talking about the height. This is very important to remember. The height of a triangle must be perpendicular. So if you have a triangle and you can draw the height on the inside here, but I see it's perpendicular to the base because it forms a right angle. In this triangle, in the second example, I have to draw the height from the vertex, but I have to draw it on the outside of the triangle. It's drawn externally because that would be perpendicular here to the base. So I want you to remember that sometimes we have the height that is drawn on the external and sometimes the height is drawn on the internal portion of the triangle. Well, let's look at the steps involved here to find the area of a triangle. So here is your step-by-step process. I encourage you to stop this video and pause it and go ahead and try these examples on your own and then go back and review the video at any time. Okay, let's find the area of the triangle. So I can see here, this is not a right triangle so I'm going to have to be able to draw the height externally here. And I know that is okay because it's from this vertex point here and it is perpendicular to the base, and the base would be here, 3. That's your base. Okay, so we're going to draw a dash segment to represent the height of a triangle. So here's my height, and that would be 5. And then we're going to find the base. So here's my base of the triangle. Use the formula 1/2 base times height. So then we get 1/2 3 times 5. Then 3 times 5 is 15. So 1/2 of 15 is 7.5 units squared. So the area of the triangle is 7.5 units squared. Let's try the 2 examples here below. So we always want to write down our formula. Area is 1/2 base times height. And then over here, area is 1/2 base times height. Okay, then we want to go ahead step 1. Draw a dashed line, which they have done for you, to represent the height. And you can see that that's perpendicular to the base. So we know that this is my height, and this is your base. And we can go ahead and solve this problem. Area is 1/2. The base is 14 times 10. So then 1/2, 140. Oops. So 1/2 of 140 is 70 meters squared. Make sure you're doing units squared here because we're dealing with area. Let's try the second example. This time the height is in the internal part. So we know this here is your height. And here's your base. Then we need to go ahead and plug it in. 1/2, 6 times 8. 1/2 of 48. 1/2 of 48 is 24. So it'd be 24 inches squared. We're dealing with area, so make sure you do your units of measure to the second power. And that is our lesson for Module 12, Lesson 2, Grade 6.